People who are approaching the end of their working lives, regardless of their background, have many concerns, many anxieties, and what this course actually does for people is to help them through that transition.
Each person needs to formulate an individual personal retirement plan, and that's what we're helping them to do on this course.
This isn't about trying to set the world on fire financially. This is about having a nice life, helping your families, enjoying your money, going on holiday, changing the car, the quality things really, and that's what this course is about, planning for a happy retirement.
Really didn't know what to expect, but I've been absolutely amazed. The venue's lovely and very, very professional. Speakers, all of them.
It took doubt out of my mind that having less income would not be adequate, because there were many ways of planning forward, which the course pointed you to.
It's informed us of things that we probably wouldn't have thought about before.
People get out of the course information and advice about state pensions, benefits and allowances that they may be able to claim, legal advice, financial advice, advice about adjusting psychologically to retirement, how to stay healthy.
It's a full one-day course. We like the course to be very informal, to be laid back, to be fun, and we like to have a bit of a laugh and a giggle, but really it's about providing good quality advice.
I try to introduce you to the department. I introduce you to the benefits and some of the reasons why benefits are paid to some people and others. Then we will talk about the state pension and what have you.
It's not what they already know, it's what they don't know. This is the advantage of the courses. State benefits, it's not something that people notice about. We just pay our national insurance and go our way merrily. And so it's an eye-opener for some people. And there's so many conflicting stories out there. One of the things you hear on a course is that I wish I'd have known this years ago.
I thought I would also highlight as a kind of cautionary note what would happen if you don't make a will. Now what applies here are what are known as the statutory intestacy rules. There are limits. My specialities, we're looking at wills, lasting powers of attorney, a little bit of inheritance tax, but it's not really aimed at that, nursing home fees and the things that are taken into account for assessment, and really just geared to providing people with general guidance on the areas that they may want to consider putting in order as they're approaching retirement.
So the next part of that is money management, and all money management is what's coming in, what's going out, but are there any practical steps that you can take? As an independent financial advisor, have been for 20 years. In order to plan, you need to be able to gather information and personal information about yourself. So we tend to start with gathering information about the occupational pension, the company pension, your personal pension, about your own finances, your own investments, what you've got, where you've got them, who you've got them with. What people do get out of this course, and we've heard this year in, year out, is that this is a first-class course that people go away with real practical help and advice that they can take away and start to implement straight away.
When we first met Shaun, he came home and visited us. He sat down, and from the first words of saying that his objective was to ensure that we had money to spend going forward in the future. All the advice is totally impartial. At the end of the day, it's your personal choice to take it, but the cross-section of the portfolio is very diverse and so far has worked very well.
I'm going to look at three things which are loosely psychological planning. The first is looking at the factors that influence how we feel about retirement. The second is people get out of the course information and advice about adjusting psychologically to retirement, how to stay healthy, keep the little brain cells stimulated. We look at research across the world about attitudes to retirement. We give every delegate a booklet which is updated for every course with contact details to take home and find out the accurate information they need personally. We have delegates who come on the courses from all over the UK. People come from the private and the public sector. from education, from the NHS, from universities and colleges, from private businesses, and also from individuals.
We have people who have been on this course today who will retire in a few months' time. Now, they will have got a lot out of today, but I often feel that people get the most out of these courses are those who come on the course 2, 3, 4, 5 years before retirement, because their plan can then be tried and tested over a much longer period of time.
If you're a good employer, you'll want loyalty and motivation for your staff. We have got some multinational companies who send their employees on the course year after year and have been doing for the past 10 years. If you want to attain Investors in People or the Charter Mark for your company, this is sound evidence that you care about your employees and that you appreciate them and cherish them.
It's been an exceptionally good day. The way it was delivered wasn't too fast, but certainly each element had great value, and it covered things that we hadn't even thought about.
I think taking that time out to do something like this really makes one think about all the implications of retirement, not just the financial side of it, but the psychological impact it has and so on. So from that point of view, it was very, very good.
I think it's quite essential that people should attend a course like this. This course is excellent. It points out all directions. It's very independent.
I have actually already recommended it to some friends and colleagues who live on the other side of the country. They have nothing like this over there, and I've suggested they might want to sign up and come across.
It's a course that people should do, and it should be available to everybody, which I'm sure it will be.
It's an eye-opener, and it's absolutely first class. The venue's absolutely superb.
I would certainly recommend the course to friends and colleagues, definitely.
I think it's a course that, dare I say it, the government should be subsidising. If it wants people to be happy and content in their retirement, then this is the way to start it.